Was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
What's vegan bacon?
You, fake cop. Fake pig. Fake pig, you are. Come up and demand ID from...
recording this?
Yeah, come up and demand ID from people like you have some sort of authority. Not even the police have that authority, and yet you think you can do that.
So be sure to hit their link down below and show them some love. Now buckle up, because this one dives straight into the tension. An auditor sets up his camera right outside Cambridge Police Headquarters, minding his business, exercising his rights. But within minutes, officers start pouring out, 1, then 2, then 6 in total, circling him like he's a threat for simply holding a lens. They throw out every excuse they can think of to get him to pack up and leave, but he doesn't budge. No shouting, no backing down, no taking the bait. He just stands his ground, calm and unshaken, while their bluff completely falls flat. All right, let's jump right in.
No, you're okay, thank you.
You have to have permission to take photographs or film.
I have permission, thank you.
Yeah, who do you have permission from?
Pardon?
Who do you have permission from?
The person I need to get permission from.
Okay. Can you tell me their details?
Sure. The starts with Article 10, finishes with the human rights.
DTP, who clearly knows his rights inside and out, fires back with Article 10, the cornerstone of freedom of expression. That right doesn't just cover speaking your mind. It also protects gathering and sharing information. And yes, whether they like it or not, that includes recording in public spaces.
Okay, we'll have to ask you to leave, mate.
I'm on a publicly accessible area.
No, have you seen all the signs that say...
Yeah, beyond this point. And do you know what the other sign says? It's publicly accessible up to the reception, so this is actually part of the publicly accessible area. So if you want to follow your own signs, we'll follow your signs, and that's fine. And I'll stand here and carry on doing what I'm doing. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't want to tell you.
Hey, exactly, there you go. You're going to try and give me orders, you don't even want to identify who you are.
Come with me.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You can go have a look.
Every officer in the UK is bound by Pace Code A, which requires them to identify themselves whenever they're exercising powers or issuing directions. It's not optional. It's a fundamental safeguard. When an officer refuses to give their name, especially while tossing around threats, it's more than unprofessional. It's a serious violation of protocol. That kind of secrecy chips away at public trust and serves as a chilling reminder of cases like Wayne Cousin's, where unchecked authority and a lack of accountability ended in tragedy.
In fact, because you don't want to give me details, I think you possibly pose a terrorist risk.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
If I seize that, then...
You're going to seize this?
Yeah. And then
why?
The officer tries to ramp things up by threatening to seize a phone under terrorism legislation. Most likely Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. But here's the problem. Recording in a public space is not, and has never been, grounds of that kind of power. To use Section 43, an officer must have reasonable suspicion of actual terrorism-related activity. And in this situation, there isn't a shred of it.
Because I think you might be doing something like terrorism.
So do you know the memo by the National Police Chiefs Council?
So what I'll do, if I take that, and then I'll review that, and then if there's anything...
How about I show you the footage now?
Okay.
I've been here 5 minutes, alright, and so I don't want you to see this, my only phone. Freedom of expression, freedom of the press.
So then I think...
Do you know what that means?
What's that guy doing?
Do you know the oath that you took to uphold your oath?
So I think, what's that guy doing? That's a bit odd.
So you're incriminating my right to silence and my right to privacy is what you're saying?
I'm making sure that you're up to no good.
You make sure that I'm up to no good?
Yeah.
You mean you make sure that I'm not up to no good?
Yeah.
Or you're trying to find something? You're trying to make sure that I'm up to no good, so you're trying to find anything that you can, because I didn't want to answer your questions.
I'm making sure that you're here, so you don't not posing a threat to anyone. Okay. So you hang on, stop.
Okay.
Right? So you're right. Those signs there says no access beyond the public.
At this point, am I being detained?
Hey?
Am I detained at the moment?
No.
Okay, so I'm not detained. All right. Then.
Not at the minute.
So you still haven't identified yourself, seeing as you said you threatened to seize. No, identify yourself because you threatened to seize my phone. So let's go through the identification, prove that you have the power to do so.
Okay.
Andy McDonald, 2249. Is that constable? Or is that sergeant?
Constable.
Constable.
So
I want to know, so I know how to make a complaint. And you are?
I'm Detective Constable Dodds.
You're Detective Constable Dodds.
I'm here with my colleague.
Perfect.
Listen, because we've had...
Have you got your warrant card with you?
Yeah, thank
please,
you
in your plain clothes, can I see it, please?
We're talking to you, right?
Yes, and if you're talking to me in your capacity, then you need to show me your warrant card. Did you guys learn nothing after Wayne Couzens? Nothing at all? No, because he's just threatened to seize my phone and accuse me of being a terrorist.
No, I know, you put it on YouTube and it shows you access routes and all that lot. Take it to the court, and they might decide.
You really think that would go to the courts? Mate, you would find yourself in civil litigation before you could say shit.
So we'd have a look at that, and if there's nothing on there, then happy days.
Yeah, you'll be the one up in court on civil litigation if you take my phone.
Then happy days will get returned to you.
Go for it.
But if not, then you'd be trespassing, you'd be ejected from the site for trespass.
Right.
But if you're staying in the public areas,
you need to jog on, you need to go home.
Okay,
No,
I think you haven't even shown your warrant card, so you can keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
Keep your mouth shut. You're not even going to identify yourself.
So you can.
Well, I don't know because you won't identify.
You can stay in the public
You're just another Wayne Cousins, aren't you?
You have a nice day in the.
So yeah, try not to murder anyone, try not to rape anyone, try not to take pictures of anybody in your care.
Enjoy yourself.
Let's try not to strip search any 14-year-old girls, is what you police like to do. Especially ones like you who refuse to identify.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't even show your warrant card.
Taking pictures.
It's alright, you're gonna get an IOPC complaint.
Okay, no problem.
That's fine. Trying to abuse terrorism act. Considering there's a memo from the Chiefs Council. Yeah, I've got it all on camera. That's fine.
And we can show the footage. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. I will show them footage. You're going to abuse your powers despite the memo.
You got any ID?
Pardon?
You got any ID?
Have you got any ID?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's very
Can I
kind of
see
you.
yours then?
Pardon?
Have you got any ID to show me?
Well, you first.
Are you an officer?
Pardon?
Are you a police officer?
Well, I'm not answering any questions until you tell me who you are. So,
Head of
Stephen Smith, 6995. Lovely. What's that? PC, DS, DC? Your rank?
Senior manager, MB3.
Senior manager. So you're not a police officer?
No, just checking who you are.
When police staff, not sworn officers, start asking for ID, that's a huge red flag. They don't have the legal authority to demand it. And that's exactly why it's so problematic. It turns into an intimidation play, a tactic designed to pressure someone into compliance when there's absolutely no lawful basis behind it. For people who don't know their rights, this kind of bluff can easily push them into giving up freedoms they're fully entitled to keep. So the fact that he believed he had any right to make that demand is not just wrong, it's genuinely unsettling.
A constructive use of your time, vegan bacon. So was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
Is that what you said?
Said, was that a constructive use of your time, vegan bacon?
What's vegan bacon?
You, fake cop, fake pig,
Fake
fake pig. You are. Come up and demand ID from.
Recording this.
Yeah, come up and demand ID from people like you have some sort of authority. Not even the police have that authority, and yet you think you can do that. Can you stand up and be professional if you're going to address me as a police officer? And was I talking to you? I was talking to him.
I don't have to stand up. I can sit down. That's fine.
Well, then I'm just going to put my headphones back in and ignore you again.
We can have a conversation.
Right, there we go.
Stand up.
Thank
we can
you.
have a conversation. Look.
Right, if you're going to act as a police officer, act professional.
Let me give you a scenario, right? So let's say you go into Tesco's, which you would agree is publicly accessible for people to go shopping. Yeah. For that purpose, would you agree in that?
Yeah.
And you did something in Tesco's just for.
I can walk into Tesco to browse. I don't have to walk in there to shop.
Yeah.
I can walk in here to browse.
But let's say you did something in there that's causing people to feel uncomfortable and causing.
If there was a lawful basis for why I was causing them discomfort, then yeah.
This analogy collapses instantly. Tesco is private property, a commercial space where management can remove people within reasonable grounds. A police station, on the other hand, is public property, funded, maintained, and operated by taxpayers. That means the rules are entirely different. A staff member feeling uncomfortable isn't a lawful reason to remove someone who's exercising their rights, especially rights protected under Article 10. Freedom of expression and the ability to gather information. The standard isn't emotional discomfort. It's whether an actual law is being broken. And here, there's zero indication of any offense. Trying to equate a publicly accountable law enforcement building with a private supermarket shows a serious misunderstanding of how public power works and why accountability matters.
No, where I disagree is whatever that is that you're causing people to feel uncomfortable, even if it was completely lawful, I would say that they've got the right to ask you to leave, and that's what we're doing. You can go onto the sort of out of the problem.
So what if I stand there?
I think that would be fine. Yeah.
So what's the difference between standing here and recording and there recording?
Because
pardon? Is it illegal to raise my voice?
No, but it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well, it's unnecessary for you to come and accost me, to be honest.
Well,
you've just said I can stand there and record, but I can't sit here and record.
This is private.
But there's no difference. There's no difference in the action, is there? It's still going to make them uncomfortable. So what's the difference?
I can't do anything about it. All I can do is ask you to leave the public.
Yeah, and that's what you can. Yeah, you can ask me, and I'll politely decline.
My job is to try, over and above like protecting the public and enforcing the law, is to try and, like, if somebody's made to feel uncomfortable, is to try and address that and sort it out.
Right.
So that's what I've tried to do in this situation.
Okay.
If you just, I mean, we're going to go away now, and I've said I'd like to leave our property.
Right.
And I've given you a reasonable time of 10 minutes to do that. So we're going to leave now.
Okay. And what if I don't? What if I'm still here in 10 minutes?
Well, it's a civil matter, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll have to make a decision about how we want to deal with that.
And how would you? And what would you do?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
All right.
Well, I've asked one of our uniform colleagues to come and speak to you, just to see if you engage differently with somebody who's more identifiable as a police officer.
When the plainclothes officers can't quite seize control, they summon a uniformed constable, a classic move to manufacture the appearance of escalation. Calling in a uniform isn't automatically illegal, but intent is everything. If the presence of that officer is meant to intimidate or pressure someone lawfully filming in public, it starts tipping into misuse of police authority. That kind of behavior can conflict with the College of Policing's code of ethics, which demands officers act with fairness, transparency, and integrity, not to create a spectacle to bully citizens exercising their rights.
I've spoken to PC 137 and advised them
PC 137.
that we have asked you to leave the curtilage of what we deem to be the private property, and we're giving you reasonable time in which to do that.
Okay.
And I'll just reiterate that the reason why we've asked you to leave is because we've had complaints that your behaviour is making people feel uncomfortable.
Well,
Notice I've rephrased it there, that I'm not using the word distress, which you took a perception to, and I wouldn't. That's not what's been reported. It's made people feel uncomfortable.
Okay. So now your job is for 3 constables to stand around and try and try to enforce people's discomfort and feelings over the law.
I've explained. I'm going to go now.
You're going to go.
If you feel uncomfortable about 3 people being here, that's fine. And
Well, it doesn't matter if there are 10 people here, to be honest.
We're trying a different approach to see whether that's
What's this, sorry,
PC agreeable with you.
137. PC 137. I'll suggest you get in your car and drive away. You're not going to get any more response out of me than they are.
That's absolutely fine.
The uniform does not intimidate me any more than your plain clothes does. Oh, is it not? No. That's funny.
People feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Funny that, because the psychology behind it says different. If you actually look at Ash's studies from the 70s, his studies on compliance and uniform actually state the opposite.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm actually a psychologist. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like you said, you sort of intimated that you took exception to there being three police officers here. So I'm going to leave because
go for it. You do what you want to do.
More to say to you, but yeah, we'll leave you in colleagues' capable hands. All right.
I love that. Detective sergeant's got to get a PC to handle his dirty work.
Look, I just
love
want
it.
to make you as comfortable as possible, so I'll introduce myself as PC 137. I've had no idea as to what this incident is about. What's going on here?
Well, I'm sure they've just informed you of that over at the car when you were stood there talking for 10 minutes.
Well, I've got a rough idea, but I'd like to hear it from you. As I say, I'm completely unbiased.
I'm here minding my own business and I come and get accosted by 2 constables.
Okay. Any reason police station compared to anywhere else?
Because we pay for it and I can.
Okay, that's fair enough. It is a public property, isn't it?
Thank you very much. If only they knew that.
What I'll say is that obviously the inquiry office isn't open, so
Yeah, I know, I already tried to go in there.
have a chat. They do close at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I just want to make you aware that I'm not suggesting that you will at all, but certainly we have had cars damaged here in the past, and that's why when we see somebody sat here with a camera, just sometimes people don't have as good intentions as yourself.
ChatGPT said, "Here, the officer attempts to justify suspicion solely by pointing to past incidents that have nothing to do with the person in front of him. This is a textbook case of guilt by association, or worse, profiling. Just because others have caused trouble before doesn't give the police license to treat anyone with camera as inherently suspicious. Police powers must rest on specific, current, and reasonable suspicion, not vague fears or sweeping generalizations. Leaning on assumptions like this risks trampling the lawful right to film in public and opens a door to unjustified harassment. Officers should clearly articulate the actual evidence or behavior that raise concern about this individual. Relying on past events or stereotypes simply isn't acceptable."
Do you stop everybody with a camera in any place in the country then, just because they got a camera? Because cars get damaged all over the country, not just here.
Particularly because we work in a role where a lot of people don't necessarily like
I wouldn't bring your vehicle to work then if you're that worried about it.
But obviously we've got to get here somehow.
Yeah, you can cycle it. You can get public transport. You can get public, if you don't live in Huntingdon, you can get public transport to Huntingdon and then walk or cycle it. There are options. You know, if you're that uncomfortable and that concerned about your vehicles at your place of work, because of the role that you do, and the mitigating factor is the fact that you know the risks of the role that you take when you sign up for the job, that onus is on you.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Simple as that.
Do you have any further plans this evening? Is that something you want?
Well, you want to take me for dinner?
No, not at all.
No?
I'm just generally trying.
I won't eat you out of house and home.
Oh, really?
No. Just some Mackies will do me.
No worries. Are you planning on being here long at all?
As long as it takes.
As long as it takes to what though? What is your intention?
Finish my objectives.
And what is your objectives out of interest?
Private.
They might be private. I'm interested because you've definitely got obviously my interest right now. So I just want to know what your objectives are.
Fair enough. And you're allowed to have those interests.
Are you have your friends coming to join with you with your objectives, or?
I'm sorry, I've seen a bug go down my top. Oh. Sorry.
Got any friends coming down to join you? Or anything?
No, I don't have any friends. Billy no mates me.
Oh,
I know, it's sad, isn't it? You want to be my mate?
I don't know. Yeah.
No.
Didn't
think so.
If I'm honest.
If I, outside of work, sat outside, say, your home address on the public highway and sat with a camera facing your address, would you feel comfortable?
No, but this isn't your home address, isn't anybody's home address.
No,
if you did it at my place of work, then I wouldn't give two rats.
This comparison falls apart completely. A police station is public property. Anyone can enter or record there. Your home, by contrast, is private, and you alone can control who films on your property. Because a police station is public, recording there is fully legal, protected under freedom of expression and the public's right to access information. The officer's attempt to equate these two very different spaces is misleading, a weak excuse to halt lawful filming. Just because someone wouldn't want to be recorded outside their home doesn't make filming outside a police station illegal. Officers must respect that filming in public is allowed unless there's a genuine, legal reason to intervene. Personal discomfort does not override the law.
Spend so much time here, it's practically is our home.
Yeah, but that's the case for everybody who works. You know, nobody really works 37.5 hours a week and are forced to live these days. You know, people tend to do 45 to 50-hour weeks, and they spend most of their time at work. So that is the case for the majority of the population in this country. So you're not alone in that. I do sympathise, but yeah, you're not alone in that. But again, this isn't a place of residence.
Would you not
it is publicly funded. No, I'm quite comfortable here.
We are going to obviously conclude this conversation. We're going to get on our way.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have done that a good 25 minutes ago, but all right.
The only thing I will ask from me is I understand that this camera is facing the police station. I understand I can't make you turn it another way. You obviously know your law, and that's brilliant because a lot of people don't, and you know your rights. But what I would just ask, as a request from me to you, is just that you're not filming any number plates in specific vehicles. And as I say, that's only because of the concerns which I've raised, and it's a request, it's not me telling you.
Yeah, the only one that I've got that will probably make the footage is the one that came and reported to you, just because I want her number plate to be able to make her a complaint. You'll see she didn't identify,
you can make that complaint and share that with the complaints authority in relation to obviously the number plate, but publicly broadcasting it, is that really fair on her right to a private life as well? The only reason I ask this, because officers and non-officers, civilians, etc., are being traced by their cars, by their names, etc., through social media, everywhere else, and then there's issues outside their addresses. I'm not saying that's your intent, but people might get obviously on board and then get a bit aggy over it and actually challenge those officers outside their houses.
Have you ever seen the police interceptor programs and all those sorts of things? Number plates are all over them.
Yeah, that's
all over.
Blurred, actually.
Only the ones that are the direct subject of the stop. Right. All the other ones in passing, around the police stations, around the roads, they're all visible. I've looked at it.
Okay. Is that including their private vehicles they drive?
Yeah. You're recording me now, I should imagine.
Indeed, and I've informed you of that.
Only just now.
At the start, I said
he said he switched it on. He said he switched it on.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember that. I will check back on that. And if you haven't, and only because you said that you did, but if you haven't, I am going to submit a formal complaint. Usually, I'll just tell you and try to get you to know.
But say my collar's 137 if you wish to.
But yeah, I don't remember you saying that. But fair enough if you did. If you did, then fair enough. But,
out of interest, we're going to go anyway. But out of interest, who are you filming for, and what? Is it Facebook or social media?
For myself.
I assume you're live streaming.
No.
I'd just like to watch it back, that's all.
No, I'm not live streaming. No. You'll find it.
Where's it being posted then?
You'll find it.
I don't.
You'll find it. It's not going to be difficult to find. I don't name it some bizarre thing.
Cambridgeshire Police Headquarters, I'm guessing.
It'll have something like that in the title, or I usually tag the location. It will come up.
All I ask is, can you stay away from out of the car parks, please?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. And the reason saying, staying out the car parks, as I did say, we have had damage caused to our vehicles, etc.
But you got me on body camera. You've had a long conversation with me. If any damage happens, I'll be your first suspect.
So you start wandering around the car park. So I noticed obviously you've got a bag on your back as well. You may end up being subject of a search.
Search for what? What would you be looking for?
Mine's going equipped. Got obviously caused damage.
Okay. What section is that going equipped?
Section 1 of PACE.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean,
we'll get out of here anyway. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Take care.
ta-ra.
What unfolded today at Cambridge Police HQ is a scenario that's sadly becoming all too familiar. Officers misreading the law, equating public filming with private harassment, and threatening to seize property without any solid legal justification. The reality is simple. Filming in public, especially outside government buildings, is entirely lawful. Unless there's a clear, articulable suspicion of criminal activity, these officers had no authority to interfere. This isn't about picking fights. It's about transparency, accountability, and standing your ground when power is misused. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into police misconduct, UK law, and civil rights. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong. Peace.